We're talking about E is for exercise. And we're talking about how we can glorify God with exercise. And that's glorifying Him because we were made to move. And in this session, we're going to talk about some tips that can help us to move. But remember, the Bod4God thought is it's better to exercise 1 hour a day than to be dead 24 hours a day. Just think about it. We're talking about exercise to live. We're talking about how that we can live, and to live, we've got to exercise. Now, today I have Cedric Bryant with me, and Cedric is a friend of mine. He also is someone that I go to for advice on exercise, and he is a healthcare professional. He's a certified trainer, and I've asked him to join me for this session and to give some tips on exercise. So welcome, Cedric. Good to have you with us today. So let's get started. Let's talk about some things that can help people in their exercise program.
Well, first, when starting an exercise program, it's important to get clearance from a physician if you need be. But if everything's good to go, then I suggest you just start and go at it. And the best approach is just by doing something. Anything is exercise. I say anything when you're moving is exercise. Some things that I like to incorporate into exercise programs when starting out is just basic. Keeping it simple, keeping it basic, not really getting too overwhelmed by going to the gym and seeing all these new machines and pieces of equipment that you may not be familiar with. So I like to grab dumbbells, maybe a medicine ball, step stool, a band like you see here, like we have, and I'll show you some exercises that we can do. And this is going to be my guinea pig right here for you guys.
Now I just want to emphasize what he said about exercise. Exercise is all movement. It's all activity. So just keep that in your mind. That is exercise. Moving your body more. All movement, all activity is included as a part of exercise. So what are some things that maybe we can do?
Well, before we start, we want to know that we always have some good sneakers, okay? It's important to have good shoes when you're exercising. You don't want to just come out in your work boots or anything like that. You got to have some good sneakers. Pastor Steve has these good Asics. I'm sure it's important to make an investment in shoes, even though if you may want to bite your lip at the price tag a little bit, it's good to make that investment in your feet because they're really important.
Yeah, I actually went to a running store, and if there's one of those in your community, and got fitted for these shoes, and it really made a big difference. I didn't start out doing that. Let me make that clear. I just put on some old tennis shoes I hardly ever wore, but as I got into it, I mean, I saw the serious need for a good pair of tennis shoes.
Yeah, no Spurries, topsiders, no loafers or anything like that.
Okay,
but when we're doing exercises, starting out, it's important to incorporate a cardiovascular warm-up, okay? So you just don't want to go into it cold. So whatever muscle groups that you're going to be planning on working that day, so whether it be shoulders, chest, upper body, lower body, you want to warm up those areas before we start. So something to kind of warm us up, say, just in general, okay? We'll do some arm circles, okay? Anybody can do arm circles unless you have no arms. That's the only way it can prevent you from doing arm circles, okay? So when warming up, I'd say, about 5 minutes of cardio warm-up. And this is just if you don't have access to a treadmill, you're at home in the comfort of your living room, basement, wherever, you can do this, okay? And you may want to mix it up. We'll start off with forwards, backwards, okay? Just like you see Pastor Steve here, and we'll go through a couple other ones that I like to incorporate to exercise. Keep it going, right?
All right.
All right. So, and then something I like to call Frankenstein's. We'll back up a little bit, put our hands out in front of us. We want to get the blood flowing in our hamstrings, our rear, the back part of our legs, okay? So we just kick the fingertips, straight legs. I call it Frankenstein's because you kind of look like Frankenstein. This is how he walks. Okay? So you're going to keep it warming up. Keep it warming up, and we'll just kind of repeat through those things over and over again for about 5 minutes. It's good to have a timer and just trying to get the blood flowing in those muscle groups, okay? So, exercise 1. It's important to incorporate compound movements. So if you only have a limited amount of time, I'm not expecting everyone to just come out of the gates running and do an hour of exercise, although you would like to work your way up to that. But what you want to do is try to do movements that incorporate more than one muscle group, okay? So I'll demonstrate something with Pastor Reynolds right here. We'll grab some 15 pounds. Okay, it's not too heavy. It's for a big guy, big strong guy like him. It's just right. Okay, but for women and people beginning, I would say maybe somewhere between 5 and 10 pounds for ladies, maybe 8, and guys 10 and 15. That should be fine for starting out. Okay, so you can grab these dumbbells. Okay, you relax the arms, keep them straight. You want to stand about shoulder width apart, and I'm going to show you a compound exercise, okay? And now I'm going to teach them as I go just by talking to them, okay? Feet shoulder width apart, okay? You want to keep your weight on your heels, okay? And you want to push your butt back like you're sitting in a chair, okay? Push your butt back like you're sitting in a chair. This is called the squat. Bend the knees.
We're going to squat. Okay.
Yep. So bend the knees and push your butt back like you're sitting in a chair. Yeah. Weight on the heels, weight on the heels. Good. All the way up. Stand back up and give me a bicep curl. And that would be a compound movement. So we're doing legs and biceps, okay? Now if you want to mix it up, you can even throw in a shoulder press in there. Curl, shoulder press. Press them to the ceiling. There you go. Right there. Perfect. Back down. You need about 2 more of those. Ah, look at you. There you go. One more. Good. There you go. You got to keep them straight. Press. Good. So for something like that, you do like 2 sets, maybe 10 reps, which means 2 times through, 10 repetitions per, and move to another exercise, okay? We can put those down, okay? Something like dumbbells, 15-pound dumbbells you can buy at any store.
Major store like Target or Walmart.
There you go, okay? Medicine balls as well. This is about a 10-pound medicine ball. It's great for in-home exercise. You just grab it, okay? There's multiple amount of things you can do with this thing, all right? We're going to back up. It's always good to have a workout buddy, too, if you can find one, okay? So you can do things like this, all right? We're going to face each other and grab the medicine ball. I'm going to give him a little toss to Pastor Steve here, and he's going to toss it back to me. Give it about a 30 to 45 second run. We're not going to do 30 to 45 seconds, but just so you guys can get an idea, something that you can do with a partner at home. If you can't find a partner, a wall, preferably made out of concrete or brick, is better, but you don't want to go messing up your drywall and your new paint. There we go. Okay, get a little squat. Toss from your chest, Push it through, okay? There you go. Keep it going. Good. Keep it going. Good. Come on. There you go. Good. So something like that right there is good. Gets the cardiovascular. You're working your shoulders. You're working your core. You're working a little bit of everything, okay? It's important. We want to try to incorporate as many muscle groups as possible when we're exercising, okay? And it's safe. It's effective. You're not going to hurt yourself messing around with this thing, okay? You may hurt yourself trying to pull some cable machines and doing something you're not familiar doing, and you just want to be safe, okay? There's also some tubing, band tubing. This you can also get at a store, okay? And different colors will dictate the resistance. Blue is about medium resistance, medium heavy, okay? I like it to do a numerous amount of exercises, but keeping it basic, keeping it simple, we can always do some bicep curls, just like that, keeping your abs tight, and just throwing your knuckles to the tops of your shoulders, front of your shoulders, okay? It's going to work the biceps, and then you can grab this thing, put both feet on, okay? I call these side steps, working the lower half of the body. We can just go cross the hands over, blue rope, okay? Give it some time, step, step, and what that's going to do, it's going to work the outside of the hips. And women might like this exercise because, you know, that's one of the areas that they do like to focus on, outer hips, butt and thighs. You want to work those areas, okay? No stone unturned. It's important to try to work everything. So just using these, you know, small, simple things, just so you know that you can do exercises that are gym quality and that do work and that do strengthen your muscles without having to go crazy not knowing what to do, okay? A couple other exercises that I like to do that are important. Okay, Pastor Reynolds, we'll grab a 15-pounder, just one, okay? This is another compound movement here, okay? Just one, hold both hands on it right there, okay? On the sides, okay? Get your feet about shoulder width apart, okay? And what we're going to do, just from the right side of the ear to the left hip, we want to chop, okay? Chop, call it chopping wood, okay? It's very simple, very easy. Feet about shoulder width apart. You want to start with the hands to the right side of the ear and come to the left side of the hip. We can do about 10 to 15 reps 2 times through each side, and you switch, okay? Show them the other side too, so they can get an idea. Abs tight, right? Good.
Best I can.
Good. Keep it going. Good. There you go. And you'll have somebody like me. I'm a certified personal trainer. I can motivate this guy, but you know, we want to always try to find somebody who can help motivate us, do something with us. All right.
All right. So it's really good to remember T is for team. We'll look at that later, building a circle of support. And you need to try to get to know people like Cedric and get them on your team and get knowledge from them and learn how to exercise. So right now we're wrapping up. E is for eat and exercise. That's the third key to a better body. I want to encourage you to go out and have a great week, and again, get moving, because the more you move, the more you lose.